Just a quick update. We had the opportunity to go last weekend to Estado 29. Part of the reason was they actually, for lack of a better word, had quite a bit of damage from the last El Nino event. And the water actually came into the orphanage. You know, roofs are actually starting to, part of the roof, I should say, is starting to collapse.
Where are they located?
Estado 29, just as and for our interactors too, is an orphanage that is about 10 miles inland from Ensenada. So you basically go right along the coast highway, and then you take, for those that are interested, by the way, the road is Tecate.
Yeah.
You know, that's the critical aspect, is you're going down the Ensenada coastline, which is actually beautiful. You turn left on this road for Tecate, and you go into a little town called San Antonio de las Minas. And the orphanage is right on the right-hand side. It's a very small town with gates on it. There are about 50 children now, and you know, the good part of it is that we were able to give funds thanks to quite a few organizations, and thanks to the Los Gringos project that we supported. Thank you all so much for that, because we were able to use those funds to do patchwork on the roof and also resupply the orphanage. And you know, the other thing that is of immediate need is, the other thing that my wife and others found is, or basically, we were in shock. They had 2 towels for about 30 or 40 of the girls that actually are at the orphanage. So we're working on that. They're also sleeping, we found out last weekend, because I haven't done this since I was up in Sequoia, sleep in 30, 40 degree weather. So we're actually also looking for blankets and things like that. But the good news again is the kids are now sleeping in dry conditions, which a roof has been patched. Long term, and again, this might be something we want to think of, they need to replace the roof. It has to have, you know, for long term it has to, but that roof needs to be replaced. Short term, I think they're okay now, at least till, for this El Nino season and beyond. So, yes?
Where can we, I remember Roy sent out a note for the towels and blankets, and I forgot completely. Where can we bring them?
Well, there's 2 ways they handle it. By the way, people are always welcome to come down with us. You can give it to my wife or myself.
Okay.
We're actually planning to go over the February President's Day weekend. And by the way, one reason, I don't want to take up too much of your time, President Roy. One reason that we found out going over long day weekends, a great thing is, if you leave Friday and come back maybe Sunday or Saturday, you can actually get across the border from Mexico to the United States in 45 minutes, as opposed to 4 hours if you do it on a regular weekend. So, and that's the problem, guys. It's basically 3.5 hours to drive down there. And it can take 8 hours to come back, depending on the border crossing. So this is one of the issues that we deal with in trying to do some of these things over the weekend. But and we also, thanks to a friend of mine, also donated some money to the foundation, and we'll be using that also to buy towels and other things that are needed. So, yeah, thank you.
Jorge, quick question: with the towels and linens, can you, as long as they've been laundered and clean and in good shape, can you take used for them?
Yeah, the thing is, Todd, they can't be used, but you know, one of the things, and this is not me, but one of the things that the director, and I understand it completely, that things be clean.
Oh yeah, no, I said if they
and not you know, frayed or anything like that. So, you know, that's the one thing. Yeah, but absolutely.
They can be used as long as they're clean.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And not frayed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Yeah.
No, they're fine.
Yeah, and part of it is, it's not us, it's not Rotary, but part of it is people with, you know, have taken stuff down there, so they're very sensitive to it, that sometimes they're not in the greatest conditions.
The reason I ask is, example, I turned on, when we had the flood and lost our home last, the Red Cross came marching in. We've got, and we don't use them, Red Cross blankets. We would love to launder them and give them to you. You know,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They've all been used once. You know?
Absolutely. And again, please, if anybody wants to come with us, you have an open invitation. It is a beautiful And one of the things, just quickly, I want to say, being an oceanographer, I loved when we were eating on the beach, going toward Ensenada. We actually had a sea lion down there because the storm surge is now so high from the El Nino, and you combine that with the spring tide. And this beautiful sea lion was just sitting there as we were eating,
Oh, that's so nice.
fish, and it was amazing.
Lots
So,
of fun till he starts begging at your table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to pet it,
Yeah.
but